And good evening everybody, welcome back to another playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West, live and exclusive here to YouTube. For those of you who've never been here before and you've been dragged in like an arrow or a gacha machine to this random channel, we're all about live, blind let's plays, live reactions, bad jokes, and plenty of banter, courtesy of the chat box that way. So do get your comments in there, I'll do what I can to get through as best I can. And if you've been here before, whether it's for the previous parts of Horizon, whether you were here for the whole streams that have been Dante and Don't May Cry, maybe you were here all the way back in the day for Forza 4 and for Final Fantasy 7 or all the Persona and Danganronpa, either way a huge welcome back to all of you. And that includes all of you in the chat already. Dragon of Djima with a simple loading sign. It was scheduled for 8, you were early. Not my fault. Very welcome, good to see you again. We want to go over there saying that yay, it starts, and hello, good evening to you, and also hi to Avian as well. Great to see the regulars back about. And of course, keep the chat boxes coming, we'll do what he can to get things going on. But let's pick up where we picked up from last time. Well, we were halfway through this very weird, like, puzzle in a skyscraper. However, for now, I want to actually carry on with the main story. So we're going to come and go back to this later on. So in the interim, let's get off towards Faro's tomb, which I think is in this direction. Well, let's see if we get there. Now, you say I forgot the bad puns. That's all down to you. I very rarely come out with bad puns. When I do come out with bad puns, well, yes, they're bad. I'm going back to the surface. Yeah, I'm not fighting those guys. No thanks. No. I've not got any underwater weapons. Being early by 2 minutes. I like punctuality. I'm that guy who gets told there's an interview appointment or like some kind of meeting appointment, and usually I do my best to be in about half an hour in advance. Not always. There are times I plan to meet and I find myself somewhat delayed. Keep people scrambling to ask where I am and if I've got lost. Right, okay, this is all a bit weird. The blue hue that I've got on my screen is somewhat different. There's an ancient supply box over there. And thus far it's quiet. Too quiet. I don't like quiet. I don't trust quiet. Which is why I'm often speaking random crap on my streams and you're all like, shut the fuck up and play the game. And you would be correct to request me to do that. Interesting. Well, loot is good. We'll start with loot and get back to where we're meant to be going. So for all you people out there in the chat, how have you all been thus far so far this weekend? We've still got a few more days to go, so let's ease the seat back and relax. Ah. There's some kind of unidentified signal and it's right in my way. Yep, the early Aloy gets the loot. Absolutely Aloy gets the loot. Especially when I'm in control. I'm not renowned for leaving things behind on the battlefield, shall we say. Now that we're in hiding, quick supper cafe. Related to the streams, by the way, tomorrow I'm going to be cycling through the calendar because I want to decide on a schedule for all the games I've got planned that I need to finish. Obviously, we've got Horizon Forbidden West. I don't know how much is left on the game for that one. So
gotta grab its data to reconnect with the dome back at the base.
Right, so there's a drone up there I've got to try and find. Meanwhile, is there a way up here? It looks like I'm seeing handholds on the side. See, these random torchlit bridges make me nervous. I feel like I'm walking into a trap. Yes, there's the Quen Marine. What are they doing here? The fact it's telling me their weaknesses means that they must be enemies. Even if I don't want them to be. Well, what the? Get back in hiding. I don't want you seen. Ah, I'm on a completely different island to where I need to be. Right, in that case, I'm going to run for it. Ah, you fell asleep taking a break for Dino Crisis 2 earlier on. Funnily enough, Dragon of Dreams, so did I. I was up this morning to watch the Formula 1 qualifying because the race is from Australia. And because it's that time, it was on at like 6 AM, which isn't that early when you think about it. But the thing is, I'd not really got a lot of sleep. So I decided that I thought I'll curl up on the sofa and I'll just have a nice little rest. Half an hour later, I wake up. It was nice though, okay? It kept me refreshed. Yeah, you're saying kill now and ask questions later. The only problem is that the Quen, whatever they're called, the Quen Wei, they were one of the people that helped me back earlier on. And it makes me wonder if I need to do something to keep them on side. Engaging a war is probably not the safest thing to do right now. So as much as I like to East End flug it, now's not the time. Yeah, it's in that direction. Right, let's go. And let's pray that we don't get killed by machines underwater. You've seen it before when I've randomly been exploring the overworld and next thing I'm killed to bits by some random machine because I'm not paying attention. I have form in that book. I really do. Oh, damn Avian, I'm really sorry to hear that. You say you didn't do very well on it either.
Must be the entrance to landfall.
The living ancestor. The diviner was alive.
Oh, okay.
She looks peaceful enough.
See?
Wow, keep me awake.
Let's find out what they have to say.
This is landfall, right? I'm looking for Alva.
Overseer Bohai ordered us to invite you before him should you approach. Please, come with me. Go. Let him know we're coming.
His saw weapon looks really rather nice. I like it. I want it.
It's her! The diviner was right.
Yep, you've got to play Elizabeth Sabat now, whether you like it or not, Aloy. Your name's not Aloy, it's Elizabeth Sabat.
Overseer Bohai. A stranger just walked through the gate.
Oh, there's a campfire there. That's useful.
I knew Alva would not dare lie. You do look like Sobek.
Is Alva here? I need to talk to her.
I will consider your request once it is determined what you are. A living ancestor, as Alva believes, or a threat, lurking in such a guise.
I am no threat, okay? Back on the mainland, your soldiers fired on me without warning.
So you say, infidel. None of those you engaged survived to bear witness.
I held off on your squad when...
May I present our honored CO?
So, here she is. Our great mystery. Well, Bohai, what have you divined? What is she?
A mystery indeed, my CO. How can she appear as Sobek, and yet know nothing of our ways? Are we to believe that a living ancestor was born to this wretched land? An ocean apart from the realm of the Chosen? And if so, to what end? I cannot answer. Only she can. But I warn you, no falsehood will satisfy us. Now speak. Why are you here? What is your purpose?
I'm looking for a place called Thebes.
And what do you seek there?
Alva told me a little bit about what you're after. I guess you could say I want what you want. A way to heal the world.
As I suspected. Tell her.
We found Thebes, the final resting place of Ted Faro's secrets. It isn't far, but the way is closed to us. Machine attacks have cut us off from the site. Diviner Alva is there, along with a complement of diggers and soldiers.
Is she all right?
Our scouts tell us that a machine has our people pinned behind their defenses, but they're holding out.
Machines, huh? I can help with that.
Alva told us that you are indeed formidable.
But I have a few questions first.
We will answer what we can.
Yeah, apologies, Alva, but I've got a morality wheel to go through, so you're going to have to hold off for a little bit longer. Grab a few spears, maybe get a few bombs, and if you've got plenty of those plants knocking around, make sure you're well stocked, okay? I'll be about another 3 hours.
So you found Thebes. How?
The ancestors revealed it to us not long after we made landfall, almost a year ago. Through a scrap of ancient data discovered by Alva and verified by myself. It contained details about the construction of a great underground palace.
Where, exactly?
Close. Beneath the Great Pyramid in the ruins beyond.
Figures. Ted loves his pyramids. Have you been inside?
No. That has been a problem, one of many.
And we will solve them all in time. Getting back to the site is the one at hand. I hope you're as effective against machines as Diviner Alva suggested.
No, so you don't need to apologise, Avian. You take it nice and easy. I mean, if you need to go get some sleep, get some sleep. You know, the stream of archives are there for a reason. Aloy, despite all the punishment I've put her through, Queen, yeah, she somehow manages to maintain her power posture. I mean, I've thrown her into a fire pit, I've had her gored by animals, I've thrown her off cliffs. I've jumped into deep water from 300 feet in the air. She's doing alright for herself considering all that punishment. Not doing bad at all.
What exactly are you looking for inside Thebes? I thought Alva brought back the data you needed.
We risked much to cross the ocean. Therefore, we must unearth every possible link to the legacy while we are here. Especially one as important as Thebes.
We will not sail back until I have plundered its secrets.
Is it just me, or did that dude who was first speaking sound a bit robotic? I think there's something in that. I just don't know what. And, yep, I very much did an Anakin, or a Terminator 2. Either way, both are unhealthy.
So, Alva reports to you.
I was chosen by my colleagues on the Board of Overseers to supervise data retrieval on this expedition, yes.
And you're in charge of the expedition.
He is far more than that. You are addressing the cousin of the Emperor of the Quinn. Heir to the vast holdings of the Great Delta, the first CO in 5 generations.
All she needs to understand is that I am the authority here, and my will is to attain the secrets of Thebes.
Mine too. We're in luck.
I'm loving that this guy's referred to as a CO when it's clearly CEO. Obviously intended irony there.
You crossed the ocean on these ships? Couldn't have been easy.
Greatness is never easy.
Ugh.
Indeed. It took 7 years just to build the flotilla. This expedition is the most important undertaking of our generation. A quest for knowledge across the gaping sea with nothing less than the fate of our tribe at stake. And none of it would have been possible without the will of the CO.
The voyage was difficult. The wilds here even more so. Our sailors and soldiers have suffered much. I know that. But all for the glory of the Quen.
Good to know.
Aloy is about as impressed as I am when it comes to, like, you know, executives. Because obviously what's the irony being there, CEO very rarely goes out into the field. Very rarely. Most of the CEOs sit behind the board, and then that board sits behind another board, and then that board goes to the managers, who go to the people who go into the field. So it's kind of refreshing to see a CEO who's actually out here. Which is why I don't trust him. Not one iota.
What kind of machine has your people pinned down near Thebes?
A Thunderjaw. We've dealt with them before, but this one is...
Tougher, stronger, and it has black armor?
Yes. How did you know?
Doesn't matter. Won't be easy, but I can take it down.
Then destiny shines upon us, as I knew it would. A living ancestor now walks among us, and she will help me attain the secrets of Thebes.
Resupply here if you must. Then on to Thebes at the base of the pyramid in the ruins. We will follow when our scouts confirm you've cleared the way.
Yes, so it seems essentially... oh, there's another side quest here as well. Awesome. Meanwhile, there might be some traders, so I might be able to finally get some decent upgrades. Before I do anything, I want to save my game. I've also got a workbench there for upgrading gear, potentially. So that's all good. Yeah, you say that, Avian, you say that the CO looks far too comfy and you don't like him. I totally understand. Ooh. So I can have the flexible is well suited for mobility and archery. So it's evasion, fire and shock defense drops, whereas Nora Valiant is weaker to ice and that, but it's also a better one overall. The Vanguard one, or the Carja Trader. Go on, I'm gonna get the Nora Valiant one. I can get some of the others as well, actually. So that's more for evasion. So you get like empty slots. Yeah, why not? I'll do it. In fact, if I can get as many of these as I can, I will do. Which one's better? Low health, melee, valor and impact, potions. Yeah, that's better. Go with the Vanguard. That one I can't buy now.
My work sold to a living ancestor. I never would have believed it.
Good to know. Now, let's quickly change one of these outfits. That's the one I've got. Yeah, the Tanakh Vindicator is the one I have at the moment. So I've got all these nice extra armors now, which could come in handy. Oh, let's go with the Valiant armor. Why not? Oh, you a chef? Yes, you are, but unfortunately I've not got space for any food. There's a side quest there, which we will pick up later. What else is round here? My item box, I think. Or maybe not. That's annoying.
No doubt. No doubt. Looking for a real challenge?
Oh.
Play Machine Strike. Oh man,
I would play Machine Strike, except I suck. I have no understanding how the game works, and I've not got the pieces to do it anyway. Maybe that'll be a follow-up series at some point, trying to conquer Strike. Meanwhile, let's go for the stash. Ooh, I'll have plenty of those, thank you. Okay. I'll take the extra ammo while I've got it. Capsule chest. Is that's your name for it, I suppose? Avian. Right, I can upgrade the Nora Valiant, which will increase its defense overall. That's not a bad start. But I can't do the next one because I've not got enough equipment for it. Osram Striker I can level up, which is quite a decent armor actually. I can increase the Tanakh Marshal. Very much a melee and impact weapon one, so it's not. It may be useful for hand-to-hand combat, but that's about it. They're all redded out, so I can't do any of those. So I'm missing key items, which is annoying. It's frustrating because I'd like to be able to upgrade them, but the chances they're all the weaker ones that I don't want to upgrade. If I go for my legendary one to upgrade this one, I need... You see, I need loads of machine parts that I just don't have access to. I really should find a way to upgrade that weapon. And someone is... messaging me when I'm busy, so it's going to have to wait until later, but it's okay. Make a load of extra ammo while I can, because extra ammo is helpful. This part of the stream is not that exciting, I'm afraid, people, where you're just watching me get things together. You say it's not you, Dragon. No, that's fine. It's there, but I'd be surprised if it was. It's cool. It's no big deal. Right, so we need to head out and across Zavata. That's where Faro's tomb is. And so we've got all the extra Isle of Spires, an unknown campfire, and loads more areas yet to be explored, including a tall neck, which is hidden down there. I didn't even spot that tall neck. Ooh, there's something down here. Apparently, that's unknown. Is it on the boat?
I can assemble a party to go out together.
Okay. Off to the big pyramid to fight the Thunderjaw.
Not without me stealing a load of loot first. Nice. Thank you very much. Any more loot for me to steal while I'm here? It's a very weirdly designed boat, this. Why would you have two prows and a massive section in the middle? That section in the middle would just suck water in and make you get sunk. You want a big prow that cuts through the waves like a spear. You don't want a split prow like that. Open the box. Oh, hello. A set of numbers kept recorded in careful Quen script. Lost at sea 61, 9 accidents, 41 killed in action, 21 barbarians and 22 machines, sickness and malnutrition 11, executed 7, and censored. 4. Yes. Some of the people's demises have been censored. What does that tell you?
Hey, about yesterday. We're okay, right?
Oh, hello. Oh, you're a potionist. Unfortunately, you've not got anything I can buy. I've not got the capacity. I've had the capacity to upgrade the pouch. I should really find a way to do that. Find a way to upgrade my pouches. Hey, you've actually seen boats like that, have you, Avian? I haven't, personally, but I don't, as you say, I don't understand the point of them. I don't know what they'd achieve. Because, again, I don't think they'd scythe through the waves properly, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm missing some I need to go and hunt animals so I can upgrade all my pouches. That's what I need to do. I need to basically start hunting animals. So when I'm out in the wild, that's something I'm now going to do. We shall save our game and get on to the main quest. Yeah, you think it's because they objected to the CEO and that's why they've been censored. It would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? It's the kind of thing that the CEO would do. I'm in command. And if you don't like it, there's the plank, go walk it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be going this way, but I am anyway. Who's going to stop me? Right, let's take the bridge. That was completely unnecessary, but fun. And because it was fun, I'm doing it. Right, so let's head to Thebes. Let's go. There's that drone again. I really need to climb and grab it somehow. Is there a way to climb here? I'm not seeing any branches. Ooh, the music's gone creepy and weird. Why is that? Ah, yes. It's that way that I went before. The way where you told me, Avian, to just start killing. My diplomatic approach appears to have changed things for the better. Yes, they have now no longer got actual... Oh, there's a couple that are showing as weapons, oddly enough. Why is he showing as that? I'm curious.
A barbarian! Run, stranger! There's a killer machine about!
The machine will kill you!
Okay. Where's the killer machine then?
There you are. I guess we're doing this.
Okay. New inventory added to the catalogue. And it's... Ah, so it's weak against acid. Okay, in that case, I will use my legend bow. No, not what I want. Where are you? Oh, damn it, I've not got one equipped. Oh, I've just realised I'm in the water. I was like, why can't I shoot it? I'm there then for a second going, I can't shoot it, why can't I shoot it? And then I found out why. So because I'm on the wrong side. I'm not on land. Now it's attacking somebody else. Looks like I'm going to have to take the long way around here and swim back to it. That's frustrating. That's annoying. But it could come to my aid. Get up there. Come on.
Focus can't read anything.
Okay, fine. I'm not going to use the focus. Oh my god, that's broken. You can craft weapons in the water. So as long as you're hidden out of sight like that, you can craft weapons without being attacked. That's cheap. Not that I object to being cheap. After all, I'm so cheap I won't even tip a canoe. I just about avoided that. Just about got away with that. Yes, I know I can use smoke bombs to get weapons and get underwater, but I don't want to do that right now. I want to get out of here. There you are. You say that's beautiful, Queen. I agree with you, and as you say, everything, it's good for us. It's awesome. Said it before and I will again. I'm so cheap I won't even tip a canoe, so I'm not bothered. Aha! I knew I had one of you equipped. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, can I get into hiding quickly? Too far. I'm too far away. It's out of bloody range. It's gone miles in the opposite direction, which is awesome, but at the same time annoying.
Pouch is full, but my pack has room.
Oh, bollocks. Missed it. Well, it had to equalise the playing field at some point, to be fair. Oh, it's tail hit me. I was like, what the hell's it hit me with? This is a bit of a Benny Hill approach, but it seems to be working somehow. Oh, hello. Get the fuck back here, you son of a bitch. Yes, it was pissed off. Guess what? I don't care. I'm the victor. So. You see, sometimes you have to go back to the old-fashioned approach. It's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw spears at you.
Extra?
Explosives and drills and other nasty effective tactics. And it seems to be quite effective. So I'm quite happy with that. So before I go into the next area, I'm just going to quickly scout around, see if I can find any healing items or anything. If I can, great. If I can't, boo. Oh, there's something down there. What's that? Ancient compartment. Yes, I know I'm supposed to be going after Ted Faro's stuff, but guess what? I spy loot. I want it. Sorry, Fishy, you're mine. Ah, it's a sunken car. What have we got down here then? Nice. Some loot. Maybe I'll find some medicinal stuff underwater as well. Yes, I can. I was going to say, I'm there holding down triangle to get the item. I'm like, are you going to grab it or no? I do actually like the underwater sections, but thus far there's not been enough of them to actually just generally explore. Can I get the manta? No, I think you have to kill them with stealth. That's for sure. Well, I say with stealth, you have to shoot them with spears or something like that. Never mind. Never mind. We have loot and we have healing. All is right in the world. We have loot, we have healing, and we have a dead Thunderjaw. Which I will say, that Thunderjaw took some serious punishment. I threw the kitchen sink at that thing and it still wouldn't go down. I hit it with almost bloody everything. Is there anything here to collect? Doesn't look like it, which is again somewhat disappointing. Oh well, never mind. I agree with you, yeah. It's like the rune underwater is a really interesting visual. It's really neat. It's just we've not seen much of it. It's been like, you know, just messing around in the older world. There's not actually been any quests down there as yet, which is somewhat disappointing.
on over, you. A word.
Hey, I go where I want.
Sent me.
Don't you dare tell me to come over.
Speak to Alva.
By all means, then. Open the gates.
Excellent, thank you. Now, while you guys do that, I'm going to carry on looting because I'm a looter. So,
Stranger! Over here!
right, there's all that, and there is a save point. The kitchen sink, the bathroom, tub, all the drainage, everything. Yes, I know you're there, Alva. Relax. I'm saving my game.
Alva, I'm glad you're okay.
Oh, you got rid of that machine. But what are you doing here?
There's something inside Thebes that I need. I went to landfall. I met your CO. We came to an agreement, kind of.
And you're going to help us get in?
I guess so. The whole thing was a little tense. There's something off about that guy. And I don't understand what he wants from Thebes. I thought we found the data that your people needed back on the mainland.
That data will take us years to sift through. The CO wants faster results.
Oh, that's typical of a CEO.
Aloy, you have to be careful. He's...
There they are. The legacy tells us that Elizabeth Sobek helped the ancestors cast aside all obstacles. And so it has been today.
You have been true to your word. I'm pleased. Thebes awaits us below, shall we?
Yes, typical of a CEO. Wants faster results. Get it done now! But sir, to do it that quickly means the program's not going to work. Get it done!
Much of this was flooded. We had to pump a great deal of water out.
And how did you do that? How did you guys get pumping equipment? And it's going to be an underwater cauldron because they mentioned the pyramid. Okay.
Behold, the door to Thebes.
That's not suspect at all.
A door like no other.
Well, you're right about that. It's designed to open for only one man. Ted Faro.
But the legacy tells us that he worked closely with Sobek. He trusted her. Surely she could open the door, and so surely can you.
Not gonna happen. At least not from this side.
You said she was a living ancestor with Sobek's eternal essence.
If I may, Faro, great as he was, did not build his palace alone. We know this from scraps of data we found, the ones that pointed to this location. And we found evidence of passages below. Maybe they were built to aid construction. Or for servants. We can't reach them. The way is flooded and they're too far underwater, but...
Yeah. I can reach them. There might be another way in down there.
You see? With Sobek, there is always a way.
Then do what you must to get us inside.
I'm actually disappointed. I actually was expecting him to be able to open the door as a descendant of Ted Faro. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't do that. At the same time, I'm kind of relieved they weren't quite that predictable, but at the same time, it's like... Well, I mentioned before how there's not been much chance to do the underwater ruins, so here we are, people. We're going swimming. I was trying to gather information by listening to them guys, but they shut up. That's annoying. Ah, yes, Adrian, you're right. Get it done now and get it done cheaper. That's very true. That's very typical of a CEO.
Look at that thing. It's huge. It goes all the way down to the bottom.
Oh, the water's got very dark and orange. Does that tell me we're on top of a lava pool by any chance? But surely we can't have a lava pool underwater. It explains why the water... It's geothermal energy, isn't it? That's what they've done. They've tapped into geothermal energy. So surely that'd be cooking Aloy alive now. Considering the glow of the water there. I'm not risking swimming down any lower. I'm not risking it. Basically, they've gone into like what's then possibly either a dormant or active volcano. That's what it looks like they've done. Yeah, it's geothermal energy. That's what this is. Yes, very true, Queen, yes. Some CEOs are pointing out that there's... It doesn't matter if they have insurance or not. Get it on the front line and get it done. Very 1930s approach, that. Broken machines. This place is going to be guarded. No doubt about it. The question is, by what and how many of them? Yeah, smoke bombs. That'll come in handy. Uh-oh, that's a fan. Don't go that way. Not unless you want to become, oh! Okay. We have been sucked in both directions. Now what the hell do we do? I'm amazed that didn't actually suck me right in. I was that close to it. I was that close. How did that not suck me in? Ah, it's on a timer. Right, how long have we got? Let's wait and see. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. And... go. The other one wasn't timed, whereas that one, oddly enough, was. At least I think it was. Yeah, that one's not stopping. Okay, let's go this way. Now, see, this is more like it. I wanted to see more things like this in the game once I saw the Aqualung. This what I thought was going to be the kind of thing we'd get. I like this kind of thing. I'm actually... Yeah, there is. Oh, look. What do I see here? A panel.
Stop the turbine. Good.
Come on, get swimming. Okay. Looks like we're currently dealing with turbines, which is an interesting approach. I thought that was a barricade I could swim around, but no such luck. Ah, here we are. We're back on surface level. Yes, no one expected to find a way in here. Ah, there's some more accessories, so let's get searching. Oh, we're in a gym.
Looks like an exercise room?
Yep. And there it is. That's the machine that I use right here. The treadmill. This was me yesterday on there doing 10k. And I'll be doing it tomorrow morning as well. After I've watched the Grand Prix. R.I.P. Gagori. Oh, it's a voice one.
Here I am again. Hiding in the gym. Writing to stay sane in this crazy place. I can't believe Grigori's dead. Our so-called spiritual leader was fine yesterday. and then suddenly passed away in his sleep? And no one will talk to me about it. They treat me like a child, whispering behind my back, as if I can't cope with death, even after the end of the world.
So it seems another CEO has also been taking people out. Quietly, it would seem. Oh, hello, I spy loot. I want it. Give it to me. Give that to me. Thank you. One of them was blast paste. That's very useful because I can resupply my spears. Because taking out that machine required a lot of my better equipment. Guess what? I don't mind. Oh yeah, you have to hold it. I just realised that. I was wondering if I could break that mosaic, but apparently not. And there's some more.
It's pretty big too.
Looks like there's another diary there as well. There's also some loot on this side somewhere. There you are. I see you. Thank you. It's not the good quality loot, but I'll take it. Loot is loot. I actually feel like I'm playing Resident Evil 2 all of a sudden. I feel like I'm back in the lab.
There's nothing normal about a scientist, his daughter, a guru, and well, let's face it, a harem living through the end times and a trillionaire's underground survival. But now that Grigori's gone, I'm worried things will get even weirder. He helped keep Ted stable for a couple of years, sort of. Without him, who knows? And we don't even understand what happened to him.
The girl's right. Nothing normal about Ted.
And a harem after the end of the world. Persona, is that you? What's with that art piece there? That's a real strange sculpture, isn't it? And so there's plenty of rooms in here, so I want to go exploring them all. Especially when I see they have data points.
I know everyone's reeling after Grigori's untimely demise. He was a deeply spiritual man who wasn't afraid to rip back the curtain and gaze where few men dare. I've asked Dr. Sumtow to, check on what happened to him. I'm sure he had some kind of condition or something. The main point is that while we certainly miss him, we will go on. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, something tells me it didn't turn out that way.
Ah, yeah, Dragon, it does very much feel like the Nest, you're not wrong, but that sucks that apparently there's an argument on your street that's louder than my stream. How dare they? Show some respect! My stream's been going on longer than your argument. Quiet down. And Aristocrat, good evening to you, mate. How are you doing? I'm absolutely fine so far. I've mostly been watching the motorsport tonight and playing Gran Turismo 7 and getting ready to stream tonight. All in all, same old weekend, really. Of course, next weekend on Saturday, I'm going to be at the grand opening of the Halifax Geek Retreat in Halifax, Yorkshire. So if anyone is wanting to hang up that day, come and find me. And I will be in cosplay for it, yes. I'll be one of the many cosplayers who turns up. Apparently, if you turn up in cosplay, you get a free milkshake. I don't need an excuse to go somewhere in cosplay, but milkshakes are good. I'm happy with that. Grigori Fastback's journal. Data crutches here. Did I tell Ted what he needed to hear, or only what he wanted to hear? Did I want to lead him to salvation, or was I simply seeking my own? I invited him to consider his being in universe bereft of trappings of techno-nihilism. But did he instead annihilate his own past along with the rest of the world? Oh God, what have I done? Oh dear. It seems that Grigori highlighted something and Ted's gone, thank you for telling me that. You've been thinking about how long you've been watching my streams, Aristocrat? Well, it depends, really. I mean, there's been... I can't remember. What was the first one you checked out? After all, I've been streaming for years. That's one of the one things I will say. Technically, my oldest stream doesn't even exist. It was when I was part of Excite Racing League back in 2012. That's my earliest streams. Things have evolved somewhat since then. Things have got somewhat more evolved. Like the face cam and the swing arm microphone and the pop filter and the 60 frame per second capture card and the PS5. Is it still too soon to celebrate that I've got a PS5? Nah, it's never too soon. Never too soon. Oh, now this feels like Silent Hill. These shitty toilets. Nasty. Yeah, you go going into a sulk over the PS5. Oh, don't do that, Avian. Sulk at the fact that I've had mine since launch day. Sulk at that. Ah, yes, it was during the Persona 3 streams. That's just over a year old, the Persona 3 stream. The only reason I know that is I keep getting like memories on social media of when I was promoting it.
Let's hope this is the way to the main door, so I can let the Quinn in.
This is a very bizarre reception area. Hey, vending machines. Boo, no tap soda. Yeah, at some point they are going to have to bring stock back out, so keep on just being determined. They will turn up eventually, just don't pay a scalper. Do not pay them anything.
It's pretty fancy for a survival bunker.
It's not really a survival bunker, Aloy. It's not a survival bunker at all. I mean, look at these statues.
Let's hope I can open it from the inside.
Look at these creepy statues. What's all this about? Who does he think he is? A fucking, like, the great Pharaoh Tutankhamun? Yes, it does, Aloy, but I spy loot. I want the loot before I do anything. If I want loot, I'm getting loot. But yeah, what the fuck is all this about? Seriously? Can I interact with these? Apparently not. But there is some loot. Told you. I knew there'd be loot here somewhere. $1,000-year-old soda. It probably still tastes better than the revamped cherry, the revamped cola from the 1980s.
Most of Ted's women repulse me, okay? They're like contestants on a housewife sim preening for the hubby's attention. But Brianna, the hollow singer, she's different. She's always been nice to me. And I love her voice, which has been conspicuously silent since Grigori died. She doesn't speculate or gossip like the others. She knows something. I can tell. And I'm gonna find out what it is.
Well, you say you don't know what the oldest stream you watched was. It's been that long.
I think I can pull that.
I'm surprised. It looks like one of the usual ones.
Locked. What about the main door?
Yeah, I know about the main door, Aloy. I'm sweeping for loot. That's what I'm doing. I'm sweeping for loot. Oh wow, Esther Jack, that sounds so cool. About you had one of that cosplayer. You saw a cosplayer from Silent Hill who had like the mannequins that had to lean forward for the whole day. When I went to Play Expo in 2019, I think it was, I saw two nurse Silent Hill cosplayers, the zombie nurses. They were amazing. They were awesome.
Ah, good. An emergency exit function.
Emergency exit.
The door is open. Destiny is upon on us. I knew you could do it.
What's going on?
The CO is preparing to enter Thebes.
What does he need to... But... Yeah, it's Ted Faro, isn't it?
Oh, why are you dressed like Ted Faro?
Yep.
I am Faro, renewed.
So why didn't he just open the door?
The same as his, across the years, across the generations. His soul is my soul. His will is my will. We are sundered in only one way. I need his final testament, his deepest secrets. And now that the door is open, those secrets are within my grasp. When I have them, I will be complete, as he was. I will have everything I need to save our homeland, and, as Faro did, the world.
Okay. I think there's some confusion here about who Faro really was.
No one knows better than I who he was, who he is. Me. The Renewer, greatest of the ancestors, the man who saved the world. And you. You understand, Sobek. You are her, Faro's harbinger, his assistant. Come. We will descend into Thebes together, as it should be. Bring her the raiment.
Raiment?
The raiment?
As he is Faro, you are Sobek. For an occasion this momentous, shouldn't you wear?
Oh god, is he going to make her wear a business suit? For fuck's sake.
Whoa. No. No, I am not wearing that. No way.
You will wear the proper attire to mark this moment.
Or what?
And the judgment is...
Sobek valued life above all else. Is this true?
Fine. I'll wear your raiment.
Oh, at least it's not a business suit.
Excellent. Shall we proceed?
To be fair, now she looks like she's cosplaying Nathan Drake. Is that just me? Am I the only one seeing that?
Look at this place. The grandeur.
Pharaoh's domain. Simply breathtaking.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Faro left his secrets. Let's go find them.
Your Magnificence, perhaps we should leave guards behind to cover our exits?
Indeed. And let it be done.
Looks like the emergency exit function unlocked this door too.
Pharaoh's visage.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on, what on earth?
It's a monument to something, I'll give you that.
That's the T-1000. Did this guy never watch any movies? Does he not know what he's just done?
I think this way might lead down.
Excellent. Remember every detail of his, Bohai. Posterity.
It will be its own chapter in your legacy, Aloy.
Why is anyone not just punted these guys into the fucking moon? Seriously, it will be a chapter in your legacy. Oh, shut the fuck up, you moron. I could have just used this. I could have just used the paraglider. Don't get me wrong. I spy a recording.
There will be no further discussion of your feet,
Brianna told me that Grigori hacked into restricted files and found out something awful. That Ted murdered important people who worked on Zero Dawn.
Not surprised.
Ted punish Grigori? Kill him for discovering what he did? How could that be? Dad said There wasn't a mark on Grigori's body. His heart just gave out.
Find anything interesting?
I can't make sense of it yet.
Okay, let's keep searching. While everybody else is busy doing all that, I'll just go and grab the loot and carry on. Here we go.
So hey, this is weird.
Yeah, I tried to warn you.
Yeah, sort of.
I'll explain everything if we survive long enough.
Those certainly look threatening.
Statues. The guardians of Faro's domain.
You don't want to be fighting them, mate. If they activate, you got problems.
Those aren't statues. Look out!
Get the CO out of here.
Guess it's just us then.
Seriously? Yeah, we do have to fight, but right now I need to find out what the hell... Ah, weak against fire. Perfect. Because that's the bow I've got equipped. Oh, that's the acid rounds. I don't want the acid. Will you kindly knock it off? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I was halfway through reviving you and then this piece of shit got in the way. Yeah, only after getting knocked on my arse while trying to sort you out. Oh, I've not got enough fucking ammo for those bollocks. That's annoying. Right, while I've got a chance. Refuel.
Thanks.
Where's Overseer Bo?
He has decided to return to the surface. A wise choice. We can't afford to lose any more diviners than necessary. So, no more delays. We must proceed.
We must get all the loot and take all the stuff from the corpses, thank you very much. I'm the leader of this expedition, not you. Get in your place and shut the fuck up. Right, what's this one saying?
Brianna didn't wake up this morning. She's gone. Just like Grigori. I'm looking up at the giant, hideous statue of Ted in the Great Hall. At his eyes. And I know now that he's watching. He's watching us all. He's always had power over us. I just never knew how much.
Did you discover some data?
Fragment. A testament to Ted's power.
Ah.
There's a supply chest over here, apparently. Excuse me. I'm not missing out on that. If I see loot, I'm having it. Thank you. Yeah, it's an interesting point you make there, Queen, where you say that because of the new system, while you can obviously store a lot of stuff in your item box, you can only hold a finite amount, and that's quite annoying. I do agree with that. And I'm with you as well, Avian. Yes, it's a good thing that those statues are being destroyed.
Yes, that looks like the way.
It's a shame when antagonists have a slappable face dragon, and you're not allowed to slap them. I always hate that. It's like, it'll do everyone the world of good if you just, like, punt them in the teeth, but apparently you're not allowed to do it. Go on, what else has he got to say here?
When I built this place, when its special systems were designed, I knew what I wanted. Protection, of course. An unlimited power source, that was a given. But also... control. Over every possible eventuality. After all, you never know what'll happen, especially when the human element is involved.
What did you find?
Trust me. You don't want to know.
I guess I don't.
Your CEO is a jerk, Harrison Jack, but are there any CEOs that don't have that reputation? Don't get me wrong, I've never actually really met a CEO, so I can't really judge them, but they always seem to have a reputation of being absolute jerks. You know, like Bobby Kotick of Activision, total twat. Gilles Rameau of Ubisoft, total twat. The guy who wrote on the Squaresoft blog about NFTs being the future, total twat. Too soon.
What is that? A reclining throne, attached to some kind of apparatus. I wonder what it does.
Please let it impale him full of needles and kill him.
An impressive setup. What is it for?
I'm sorry, CO. I don't know. My focus can't read the data here.
Fastback. Data corruption, minimal. I never thought Ted would actually do it. I assumed the whole thing was just to scare me. To keep me under control. To show what he might do to Kanye if I stepped out of line or screwed up his treatments. It certainly kept me motivated. What does it say about me? About us? There's so few of us left that we're still keeping secrets from each other. Such terrible secrets.
What about the living ancestor? Is the data lost to her?
I will scan the device when I'm good and ready, game. Right now, I'm looting. I'm probably never going to be able to come back in here, so I'm searching every single nook and cranny. See? More data. How can I explain something that you can't really prove an organism has achieved immortality in a day, a week, or even a year? The question literally embodies the idiom, only time will tell. I have no idea how long his body will survive. All I know is that it will last a lot longer than mine. As far as the therapy goes, we've graduated from 2 steps forward, 1 step back, to 2 steps forward, 1 step sideways. With each treatment, his cells regenerate more effectively. At this point, I don't think they're aging at all. But mutations keep popping up, and each one has to be treated individually. So far, my strategy of pharmaceutical whack-a-mole seems to be working, but for how long and with what side effects? The irony is, I've probably achieved more for the field in these last 2 years than the entire industry did in the last 20. But no one's around to appreciate it. Ted sure doesn't. These days, he doesn't seem to appreciate anything. So, let me get this straight. Essentially, it's going to be a mutation. Hello! Thank you. More ancient materials. I will have that. Yes. Those don't look in any way ominous at all, those things, do they? And destroyed machines and cables. Yeah, this is definitely normal. This is definitely what real people want in their places of sanctuary. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. They're guarding that door, but they're not guarding this one.
Scan the device, if you will.
No. I can't say that I will.
You did this for him? You put, like, off switches in everyone's heads?
Kenya, you mustn't judge me. I had no choice. If I said no, what would he do to us? What would he do to you? You're my little girl. I was trying to keep you alive.
For what, Dad? Seriously, why? So we can be trapped in this underground nightmare? You know what we have to do. Please.
Did you find a recording, Aloy?
Yeah. I'll share it with you later.
So it seems that we've essentially they mapped the human genome in a way that you could essentially put a kill switch, a literal kill switch in the human brain, and that is what these machines do.
Please,
so
scan the device.
If I can scan the device and put him in it and kill him, I will do. It's one less problem in the world. Anything back here? You see, you're all attracted to the main event. Always check the sides. You never know what's hiding.
Tell me what your focus reveals about the device.
How about I punch you in the face? Let's see what he's got to say. Let me really annoy him.
What are you doing? Faro's secrets are here. I will find them.
Let's listen to how more mad he's going to get.
Let us proceed. What are you doing? Faro's secrets are here. I will find them. Let us proceed. What are you doing?
Oh, that's annoying. I wanted the dialogue to get more and more annoyed. I wanted him to get more and more pissed off. Because I'm that guy. Right, before I scan that machine, I'm going to talk to Alva.
Scan the device, Aloy.
I don't.
Go ahead. Scan it.
No.
Please, do what
Could
he
look
says.
around with my focus.
You could indeed look around with your focus, Aloy. Just don't look where he wants to. I mean, the thing is, unfortunately, with games, you don't have the ability to just walk away. At this point, I'd be like, you know what, dude? I don't think you realise just what you're up against here, mate. How about no? How about I shoot you in the fucking head? Of course, if I do it, it's not going to make any difference. The game won't let me do it. It'll just bounce off him. Watch, I'll prove it. What's my cheapest ammo? One of these fire arrows. Just watch this.
Please.
So I mean,
scan the device.
It's you can't do the simplest solution, and it really annoys me that games don't let you do that. Go on then, because otherwise we're going to be stuck here for the rest of the stream. Okay, so it's a medical chair.
Minor adjustment to the gene therapy regimen and added a new cocktail to treat the symptoms caused by the mutations.
Okay.
Hopefully, there will be some stabilization after the next treatment. God knows what Ted will do to us if there isn't. The early results were so promising. No signs of aging, no cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to my old lab in Bangkok, or my old colleagues, or my old liquor cabinet. Stop it. Got to stay positive. For Kenya.
Okay.
You saw something. I could tell. Did the data explain what Faro used this device for?
I think he was undergoing treatments to live longer. A lot longer.
Really? Could he still be alive?
Don't be foolish. If he were alive, he would have kept his essence. It would not have been passed down to me. Remember, he was the renewer. Of course, he would have stopped at nothing to grasp the secrets of life and death. But not for himself. Everything he did was for a new beginning. For us, for the Quen. And for his true heir, me.
You know, I'm starting to think you're right. You do have a lot in common with Ted Faro.
I knew you would see, in time. Let us continue. His secrets await.
Oh, they do. They definitely do. So it looks like we're forced to carry on the way.
Is that a small office for a minor functionary, perhaps?
Isn't that the one I've already played? Yeah, I've already played that one. Right, okay. It must be through this door here. Yes. Let's plug him into the chair. I agree. Again, you're speaking my language, Avian, but unfortunately the game's not. The game's not letting me take the easy solution. There's many times in games where you're a dumbass purely because the cutscene tells you to be. I hate it when it happens. It really annoys me. I need to at some point use my skill points. I've not done it yet. I might do that in a second, not sure.
Look at all this equipment. We are getting closer to the heart of this place. I can feel it.
Oh, shut up.
An automated geothermal energy plant right under the city of San Francisco. A marvel. Even I can run it, and let's face it, I was always more of a visionary than an engineer. Which is why I had the foresight to insist on the inclusion of a very unique feature. Just in case anyone ever tries to steal my cheese, so to speak.
There's definitely something here that's hidden. Is that another dialogue there? I think it is. What's this one? Reactor report. Reactor status. Weak 50,844. Power 61%. Efficiency 54%. Structural integrity 41%. Base temperature 1,870 degrees Fahrenheit. Core temperature 541 degrees Fahrenheit. Condition nominal. Safeguard operational. Warning. Structural integrity low. Core vulnerable. Any disturbance may trigger safeguard protocol. Yep, and that safeguard protocol is going to be triggered, and it's going to either lock us all in here or flood the area full of lethal magma. That's what's going to happen. Now, in the interim, I want to use some skill points. Ah, no, that's not what I want to use it on. Let's go to Survivor. No, they're not what I want either. Let's go for machines. Actually, they're not going to be much use at this point. Well, they are, but that buzzing noise is really in the soundtrack is really annoying. Concentration boost, I'll have that, thank you. Knockdown shot. Fire attack arrow does no damage but can stagger or knock down enemies. Use up to 3 arrows of your current one. Ah, so you aim with L2 and fire with R1 to do that. Okay. Then fire explosive bolts that can hit targets at long range. Uses up to 10 bolts. I'll go with that. That'll come in handy. And that means I'm now out of skills. Right, is there anything else hidden around here?
Break the door down.
Break the door?
I'm going to look for another way in.
Good idea. It's worked before.
Very well. Get to it.
I'm not your servant. Don't tell me get to anything, motherfucker. I go my way.
Ah, is that a hurry? Break it open!
Shut up, you impatient motherfucker. I would love to know what these benefits are for Aloy, because I don't think it's going to give anything for him. And now, the question is, are there machines down here? Not seeing any.
She's gone. Did she make it to the other side?
If she did, she's going to search alone. Because what are you going to do, huh? How are you going to follow me? How are you going to stop me? You can't. So I'm going to clear this place out. I'm going to find out as much information as I can. And I'm going to do it before I open this door. Because I'm in this for myself, not for you. I am liking the like really dark waving music we've got at the moment in the soundtrack. It's great at building that atmosphere of dread. It's especially effective if you're wearing headphones like I am. I like it. The right music can make or break a scene.
Maybe I can access Ted's files from here.
Maybe you can, Aloy, but first, I want the loot. I love watching it when people do that. this is supposed to get into a life or death situation, but firstly, we must crack and we must get all the loot and all the credits we can. Here we go. Omega.
There. Omega clearance.
If you really think that's going to work, Aloy.
Got it.
Apparently it's worked, but I don't believe it.
What do you have to say for yourself, Ted?
Somtow's dead. Along with his kid. Found him on the floor of his office this morning, holding hands. Must have poisoned themselves. I never would have put them to sleep. She was just a girl, for Christ's sake. I offered them life, and this is how they repaid me, by leaving me all alone. But I guess I've been alone since this whole thing began. Alone in bearing the burden. For the past. For the future.
Same old Ted. No matter who dies, he's the one feeling sorry for himself.
Liz's future. Liz's children. Someday they'll come, and I'll be here to greet them. Sometimes said my aging has stopped altogether. If anything, my cells are replenishing faster than normal. I just need some time for the mutations to calm down. Time. And energy. Sometimes if the reactor can give me what I need to grow strong again, to get my shit back together, so I can greet the kids. They're gonna need me. My advice, my guidance, and then I won't be alone anymore.
Okay, how'd the door open?
Faro's secrets. Are they here?
Not the ones you're looking for.
No subtlety with the power door, is there?
In there.
Trust me. You don't want to go in there.
Are you mad? I haven't come all this way to stop now.
Yep. We're going full on Resident Evil here in a moment, people. I reckon we're going to get a tyrant monster coming out.
At last, Faro's legacy is mine.
If you say so.
Him.
And boo! I wanted to see his body flung across the screen!
Burn it to ash.
Wait, no. Faro has it rigged to melt down.
Kill them too. No witnesses.
We have no choice.
Fire it!
I'm fine, don't worry about me.
We won't surrender, Outlander!
Yep, there's magma pools forming around the battlefield. That's not helpful. Oh, there's plenty of fire where I'm from. If you want to stand there and shoot while there's a magma pool coming in, be my fucking gas mate.
How
Well, I can't get to him. I'm surrounded by fire. There's no way to him. Oh, yeah, there is. There he is.
Faro rigged the reactor to overflow if he dies. We have to run.
Right, okay, so where do we run to? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell? Right, yeah, whatever, let's go. Let's get out of here. What the fuck was that about? Yes, of course you can. So let's get out of here. Okay, so where's the way out?
I can barely breathe.
Yeah, well, join the club. I can barely breathe too.
Oh, I'll stay here. That looks a little iffy to me.
Okay, there's a way up there, but he won't let me get to it. Unless I just gotta keep going through the ground area, there's no obvious way out. Ah, there we are, stairs. I'll do it. I'm there trying to access the other route, and what do I find? That. Right, we're obviously going this way. It's the only place that's not got a magma pool. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I stood on the magma pool. That's what happened. I thought, why am I losing all this health? And I just realised I'm still on the fucking magma pool. Okay, let's continue.
We have to run.
Yes, we do. You're quite correct. But first, ammo crafting. Thank you very much. That'll do. Memo to me: don't stand on molten magma. That's gonna cause you a lot of pain.
Get back now! About to fire!
Fucking knock it off, you twat. Fuck you. Piss off. Die. Fuck off. Next.
Okay, better.
Excellent. Let's go. What do you mean we have to fight? There's no one left to fight, is there? Ammunition's not the problem. I just want a way out. That's more important. So let's go. How did that miss? Okay. Not much what you can do when you're being acid attacked. Where are you? Where's Alva gone?
I can barely breathe.
Right, well, come on then. Seriously, follow me out. That's all I care about. Okay. Ah, magma pools crossed the entire lava pit.
Hurry, sire!
Come on!
Out of my way!
Leave him. Oh! Okay, this is kind of exciting. Oh, for God's... He's on this side anyway, and that's all I care about. I'm more interested in getting out of here, thank you very much. I could stay around fighting, but in the middle of a place that's falling apart is not a good idea. Here we go. It's time to run away as fast as possible. Alva did well to get out of that, sure.
Are you okay?
What happened?
We found something that will help. Not just your homeland, but everywhere.
But where's the CO?
He's gone. I guess you could say he gave his life to help us attain the secrets of Thebes.
I see. You must think I'm eminently stupid.
What? No.
The CEO was an entitled egotist who twisted our beliefs into a sickening, self-serving fantasy. And you expect me to believe he sacrificed himself for scraps of data? It's time for the truth, and it better be convincing. Otherwise, I'll simply order these soldiers to open fire.
Hold on. You're right. To be honest, the CO screwed everything up. He brought Thebes down around our ears and died like a gutless coward. But we really did find something down there that will help your homeland. If I can take it and use it. Now, if I have to, I will fight my way out of here, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can just let me go. And then take credit when things start to improve.
Success certainly does sound better than failure. It seems then that our destinies are intertwined. Landfall is open to you. If it will help your cause, you may come and go as you please. But Alva must join you and report back on your efforts.
Fair enough.
Thebes is of no further value to us. Obviously, we're going back to the flotilla. Alva, I expect your reports to be thorough.
Oh, I thought he was going to have us killed. And instead, I get to join you.
Glad to have you. But you're going to need a little help to reach our base. Varl, I made a new friend. I need you to meet her at the Quen Ferry and escort her back.
On it. Can't wait to meet her.
Trust me, you'll love it there. Varl will give you a better focus, and all the data you could ever want. Head to the ferry. I'll join you back east as soon as I can.
A diviner must follow the truth, wherever it leads. I'll see you there.
It was a bit of a risk to walk away during the middle of the cutscene, but I really needed to get my heating on.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we should have what we need to capture Hephaestus. But before I head to the ferry, maybe I should stop by Landfall. With the CO gone, maybe more Quen will be willing to talk. Might be worth looking around the island, too. I gotta change out of these clothes. I can't believe the CO made me play dress up.
Yes, that's a point. So that's actually now an unlocked outfit, would you believe? And I can even upgrade it. That's almost a bad joke. That is actually almost a bad joke. Where's the armor I was wearing? It was the Nora Valiant, that was the one. Yeah, so I can now actually catch up on the chat. So, first of all, Queen, what happened? Essentially, he decided to... the Ted Faro wannabe, aka the CO, decided he would attack the system, triggering a self-destruct sequence, which I called when I mentioned the magma was there. I knew that was what was going to happen. And everyone else was too stupid to realise it. Well, yes, a joke outfit. The thing is, there are a lot of times in gaming where the joke weapon or the joke item turns out to be the best in the game. I mean, anyone who played Final Fantasy VII, the original, will remember the amazing weapon that was the nail bat. And when you were in the Temple of the Ancients, that was one of the best weapons. Well, as for the CE no comment, well, he is now Alistair Jack, you're not bloody wrong. What an idiot he was. Tried to get us all killed. I can upgrade these apparently, which is kind of good. And there it is, the Sobek's Remnant. I can actually upgrade it, would you believe? Just for shits and giggles. It now requires loads of extra, but the thing is, it's actually got some useful side skills. It actually could possibly be a good armor to have, eventually. Ammo. Yes, I want lots of ammo. Oh, I can still make more. Alistair Jack, the nail bat in Final Fantasy VII, the original game, is literally just that. It's a baseball bat with nails in it, and the main character, Cloud, normally uses swords. Now, it has absolutely no materia slots, but it has really, really strong physical attack, and for that point in the game, you end up going up against a boss, which is resistant to practically all magic, and resistant to practically anything, but physical attacks will hurt it. So if you've got a good weapon that's got a lot of power, you can just basically go Eastern Flood on it. And that's the best way to do it. And after all, you've seen enough of my streams to know I like the Eastern Flood approach. Anyone who watched the Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core 24-hour stream will remember that. Up against that boss at the end. I don't know how much damage I've done to this. Boss dies literally a second later. Enough! I did enough damage. I couldn't have planned that better if I tried.
Here I come.
Looks like there's nothing else going on here, so let's get back to the mainland. So in terms of the main quest, we are meant to go all the way back over, but what I want to do is very quickly go back to Legacy's Landfall. The main reason being, there was a side quest there, I'm sure of it. Was it Legacy's Landfall, or was it the one over here? One of them had a side quest involving some soldiers. And you know me, I like my side quests. It was a bloody good game, Crisis Core. It was a really good game for the stream. I was surprised it worked so well. And that's one game, by the way, that 100%ing it takes forever. Those side missions in the VR side, good lord, some of them get ridiculous. Some of them get very, very difficult indeed. Ah, why am I going into the waterfall? I want to get to the bridge. So I am hoping at some point to do another one of the 24-hour streams. But I don't know when it's going to be. There's a lot that needs to be considered before I can do that one. Including the game. What game to play. Yes, there's that drone that I don't know a way to get to. But for now, we're going to go back to this town and see if I'm right, if there's still a side quest there. If not, I'll head back to the main area and carry on the main plot of the game.
Patrol went well, I take it.
Absolutely.
Yes, games is another option too, you're quite correct. And I was right, there is a side quest here. So first of all, let's get my game saved. There we are. And then I'll find out what this side quest is. I say games could work, but it depends on what platform I was using. If I was using the PC, that wouldn't be too difficult to be fair, because I'll be able to use all kinds of things. You've been sitting in the Hell stream and that's almost Devil May Cry. No, it is Devil May Cry. That is a Hell stream.
I didn't believe. Now I see. You truly are an ancestor reborn. A good omen if I ever saw one. I'm a scout for the expedition. Whatever I learn of this strange land, I will share with you, as is my duty to the ancestors. I should tell you then, I spotted a tall neck, southwest of here, lying still as death among the waves. They said glinthawks were stalking its remains, so be wary if you're out that way.
Thanks.
That's fine, so we've got a new tall neck to repair.
Beach to the southwest. I wonder if it's dead. I should have a look when I get the chance.
Yep, when you get the chance being the keyword, because for now, I want to go back to the main quest. Oh, is there another side quest here? Yes, there is.
Please, could you spare a moment? Ancestor, please. It's about my brother. I don't mean to disturb you, but I've run my requests through every channel and I've gotten nowhere.
Just take me through it.
Apologies. My name is Jomar. I'm the weapons officer for this expedition. It's my job to ensure the troops are armed and prepared for what's out there. And I've failed to do so. My younger brother, Oris, his unit was sent to scout the tower on the northern side of the island. They should have returned by now. The Overseer has denied my request for a search party, and defying him would mean dismissal. Or worse.
You think they might be alive?
Oris has been obsessed with San Francisco ever since I can remember. He jumped at the chance to join this expedition. I have to believe that fate isn't cruel enough to make this place his tomb. If you help me, I'll get you access to any weapon in my stock.
If I make my way up north, I'll look for your brother.
Thank you. If it helps, my brother carried an ancestral relic with him. I believe your focus might be able to pick it up.
What kind of relic?
A small metal piece dangling from a chain, with a hologram of San Francisco. Which is why my brother always had it with him. The diviners speculated it was some kind of beacon, inviting the ancestors to visit the city.
Speculated? So there was data on it they couldn't read?
It was deemed lost knowledge. If my brother truly is gone, could you maybe bring the relic back for me? It meant so much to Oris. I'd like to keep it safe. For him.
Of course.
So we have a new side quest called the Souvenir. Level 30. Wow, that's a big one. So Jamada seeks news about his brother who never returned. Let's go and take a look. We might as well. I'm interested in him on the island. As I say, Dragon, it's cool if you're quiet. As I say, my streams are all about relaxing and taking it easy. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. I'm one of those people. I don't like forcing people to interact on things. There's certain streamers out there who are always saying that they need you to support the content and they need you to keep on getting active and everything else, and it just annoys me. I'm like, let people chill, let people relax. If people don't want to talk, they don't have to. Okay, so what's up here? Some kind of visible platform? Oh, hello. There's some data down here. And some loot. I'll always take loot. Loot is always welcome. A small leather-bound journal filled with messy Quen script. Now that I'm up here, alone, everything I've been pushing down is catching up to me. Fatigue, mourning, hunger, rage. Did we really lose half of our men, ships' supply so that we could stare at a metal door for months? With each passing day, it's becoming harder and harder to hide what we're really thinking. This whole expedition is doomed. Cursed from the moment we hit that storm off the terminus. There, I said it. Maybe I'll close my eyes, just for a bit. It's not like we're getting into Thebes anytime soon. Oh, I wonder who would have wrote that then, I wonder. Who could possibly have wrote such a piece of crap as that? And there's more data points down here. To be a diviner is to be both deeply blessed and solemnly responsible. As scholars on the infinite wisdom of the ancestors, the commoners look to us for guidance. We must not forsake our duty to counsel them, however trivial their concerns and predicaments may seem to be. Let this primer serve as a touchstone wherever they are in need of inspiration. If one is beset by fatigue or hunger, tell them to look to the spark, Nikita Arand, the ancestor who gave rise to our great empire. Through her wisdom, we overcame stagnation to live in abundance. If one is beset by malady or hardship, tell them to look to the healer, Sung Jiao, the ancestor who defiled the notions of illness and death. Through her wisdom, we strive to push past our physical restraints and live in vigor. If one is beset by anxiety or trepidation, tell them to look to the protector, Eric Visser, the ancestor who embodied strength in uncertain times. Through his wisdom, we dominated our enemies to build a better future. If one is beset by envy or bitterness, tell them to look to the patron, Peter Shivumbe, the ancestor who advocated for transcendence in humanity. Through his wisdom, we stifled dissension to form a society greater than the sum of its parts. If one is beset by apathy or hopelessness, tell them to look to the renewer, Data Corrupted. Yeah, your hero worshipped all the people who were involved in Zero Dawn and everything else, and it turns out they were all douchebags. Yeah, no one did because no one knew what I was capable of. That's the problem with all of you people.
We won't let the Empire down.
Is it just me, or is there another new quest back here? There might be one on the boat. Yes, I think someone on the boat wants help.
I promise you, we'll find a way home.
Harriam, we're never getting that gyro compass back. We're stuck here. For good.
The Ancestor Reborn.
May we be led to truth.
Just, Aloy, what's this I hear about you never going back home?
Our navigational ships.
They're all gone. Destroyed by storms and reefs, and with them the one instrument we need to guide us across the ocean.
There is one ship that might still hold a working gyro compass.
But it's beyond our reach, beached on an island surrounded by deadly currents. No compass, no way home, no way back to those we should have never left behind in the first place.
Christia.
Okay, so we've got more morality wheel. Here we go, more content, people.
You mentioned you left someone behind?
My wife, Leandra. She works the field in the Great Delta. When I was chosen for this mission, she begged me not to come. She was scared I wouldn't return.
That's cool.
Like always, she was right. I left without saying goodbye, and now I won't ever see her again.
That's really cool. So we've got the old married person on the march, and it's a great representation. That's fantastic. I love that.
So you two are soldiers?
Navigators, actually. I'm Harriam, and this is Christia.
So you two know how to use this instrument?
The gyro compass. Only I know how to read it. The diviners trained me. Harriam was chosen to memorize the charts found in the legacy.
So you can't navigate the fleet without each other?
It is the Quen way. The greater the knowledge held by one person alone, the greater the risk it'll be used against the Empire, should we be captured by our enemies.
Your tribe sure is cautious.
They're not used to lone wolves, Aloy. They are all parts of a community. Or something like that.
So what is this gyro compass you're looking for?
It's a device used by the ancestors to help pinpoint a ship's location. But it only works if the readings are compared to a chart.
How'd you get your hands on something like that?
I guess it's safe to tell you, since you carry the gift of the ancestors. The diviners found them on ancient vessels back in our homeland, and modified them so we could use them on our ships. Without them, we're at the mercy of the seas.
You said what you need is on a ship somewhere.
Yes. The ship we were stationed on. The night we approached landfall, A sudden squall hit the fleet. While some ships managed to find safe harbor here, ours ran aground. The crew abandoned ship, hoping the ocean would spare us.
I thought we'd drown for sure. Thank the ancestors we somehow got washed up on a beach southwest of here. Scouts found us and brought us to landfall. Not that it matters. The only ship with the gyro compass is grounded and surrounded by deadly currents.
Maybe I can help.
Not unless you can fly.
I can't do that. But if I find a way, I'll come back.
She's an ancestor reborn. Maybe she really can help.
That is actually something that's going to happen.
I hope just yet, but I thank you for your kindness.
I remember a quest earlier on in the snow in the snow tower, and it mentioned like going to the summit but needing to be able to fly. So I reckon there's a quest or an unlock somewhere where we develop that piece of equipment. And if I go back to my inventory for a second, if I go down to my special gear, there is one missing. I'm almost certain of it. There's one missing, which I'll need to craft once I've got the right information on it. Well, for now, I'm going to go after this mysterious missing person who's up in an area I've not seen before. So that's cool. We're going to unlock more of the map. I really need to figure out a way to deal with this drone. It's getting on my nerves. Just seeing it like they're flying around out of reach, thumbing its nose at me. Saying, you can't catch me. No, 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 no. And right now it's annoyingly correct. It's over on the next island.
That must be the tower Jomar mentioned. And it's full of sunwings. That can't be good.
No, it can't. And I want to find a safe way over there without having to swim. I'm happy to swim if needed, don't get me wrong, but... Oh, hello. I want that animal. Oh, no you don't. Come back here. You're not going to get away from me. I've decided I'm going to start hunting animals because it seems that a lot of the unlocks for the pouches require it. Oh, I missed that one. That's annoying. Never mind. So onwards we go to continue our quest. Yep, we need to cross the island over here. I'm hoping there's going to be a direct passage, but I might have to swim it. Whatever was digging there went back underwater, under the sand before I could attack it, and that's really annoying. And yep, it looks like I've got to swim past all the sunhawks, which is an irritation I don't need. All these destroyed houses that were swallowed by nature. I do love this image of like properties which we for now would take for granted being like reclaimed. I've always liked that kind of concept. Can I get up here? Yes I can. Excellent. Because I saw that enemy there and I didn't want to be roaming around in the water. I'd rather find somewhere I can hide. If possible. Here we go. We're now at a Claw Strider site, apparently. Ah, there it is. It's a Fire Claw Strider, so I could really do with my ice bow.
Overriding that Claw Strider will make for an interesting ride.
An interesting ride, eh? Oh, hello! That's awesome! That's so cool. But you can't sprint in it, unfortunately. It literally is a... I'm going to ride on my on my iron horse. That's amazing. Now, somewhere over here is where it's at, so you stay there. Stay down. Can't see anything. Excellent. Okay. Ah, you say you like the idea of the world being intangible. Yeah, that's actually a really good point, Avian. You're not wrong. Gives it an almost otherworldly kind of feel.
Cauldron to learn how to override that machine.
Yeah, well, that's not happening anytime soon, so let's keep searching. Deep in the misty, murky woods here, it would seem. Oh, god damn it.
There, on the beach. That could be a Quinn scout unit. Wiped out. I should check if one of them is Jomar's brother.
Oh,
I'll need to get rid of those machines first.
What the hell? I thought I'd fallen into something then. Right, so what machines am I looking for?
Plasma will do a lot of damage here.
Ah. Okay, what have we got? Weakness is ice, apparently. Ah, right, it has plasma cannons, okay.
Machine's got frostbite. I should check for the relic that Joe mentioned. I should check that scout for relics. Joe's brother was carrying one.
That was lucky. But sometimes you gotta ride your luck in order to be able to get it. Whereas that was just annoying. The moment I find a successful place to hide, he does that.
Gotta get in as many hits as I can.
That's not the arrow I wanted, but I'll take it. Once again, it's not the arrow I wanted.
Pain subsiding.
Somehow I'm still alive. How am I missing him? There we go. Thank you. Hide in the shadows. Keep hiding, keep watching. At least that's the plan. Whether it works or not is another matter entirely. It's literally right there, but I don't think I can hit it. Yeah, it won't let me hit it through that, which is fucking annoying. Well, if you're going to stand there and do nothing, that's fine.
That's all of them. I should check this fence.
Well, that was a disappointing way to end the fight. That was really disappointing. I'm very, 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 very disappointed by that. Still, time to get a load of useful items from these machines, including stuff for making ammo, which I've already got quite a low amount of, and healing too while I'm at it. Oh, I'll have that, thank you. I take you all to the nicest of places, don't I, people? There's tracks there to the right.
No relic. Can't be Jomar's brother.
Ah, so there's more corpses to search. Right, okay, that makes more sense. Must be more corpses back this way. So let's go find them. Let's go and search them. But before I do that, let's find some more loot on the beach. Because it wouldn't be one of my side quests without looting. And it looks like there's very little here. That's very frustrating. Right, let's examine this body. Yes, a body has been discovered!
There's no relic. Not sure if either of them are Oris.
I can't believe she's not paying attention to those tracks.
One of the machines. My focus might show me more.
Yeah, it probably will do.
Nothing. Maybe my focus can pick up their tracks instead? There. Maybe Oris escaped the machines. Better see where it leads.
I didn't need the bleeding focus to see these tracks. They're right there. Anyone can see them. A fucking child could follow those. Now, having said that, the tracks don't always tell you the whole story, do they? For anyone who played one of the Danganronpa games, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, though. Not really a spoiler, to be honest. Ah, so they went up on that wooden branch. Okay, that makes more sense.
Machine. It looks like it gave chase, but Oris fought it off.
Okay, so who is Oris and what was he doing?
Yeah, I'll ride that. Wonder if there's another cauldron that could teach me. It looks like he ran inside the tower. Probably to escape those sunwings up there.
And that was a wise move. Ah, they're weak against an element I don't have. I remember that now. Well, I do have it, but not a very good weapon for it. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, it must be too out of range. I fucking hate it when it does that. Oh, well, that one's not so out of range. Okay. That's right. Keep flying. Keep flying, then return to your position. Yes, that's it. That's it. Go on. Huh? Why did my screen suddenly black out? Oh, it's brought a silent strike up. That's interesting. But there's no point silent striking it while it's got its shields up. Okay, it appears we're now in a standoff here. We are now in a complete standoff. Well, we were in a standoff, now we're not. It's decided it's had enough and decided to attack. Okay. I'm hiding against the wall, trusting that it can't quite come around to get me. It's a very bad strategy, this. I don't think it's going to work. But if he flies off in that direction... Well, there was a point where it was always going to fail. Well, it's not exactly the most elegant way of fighting it, but it worked. Oh, what the fuck? What just shot me? That wasn't what I was aiming to do. I accidentally didn't hold down the L2 button. Oh, now I've been knocked off the mountain by another one. What's with the random blackouts? That's really doing my nutting. Come on, where are you? That blacking out is really doing my fucking nutting. That is really unfair and inconvenient. So, I mean, I don't know what it is. It just keeps randomly blacking out. That is really annoying. It's not the cable, no. The cable's fine. It's happening because it's happening at random points in the battle. It's just happening because it can. I really didn't think that this would be my most effective strategy for fighting these guys, but it seems to be working-ish thus far. It's almost like it's some kind of defensive tactic, but they've never used it before, so it can't be. It'd be a great defensive tactic, don't get me wrong, but I don't believe they have it.
Still in this fight.
Yes, you are still in this fight, so stop moaning about it and get on with it. There you are. Now you see, if it was like, you know, simulating being blacked out by the damage, that'd be kind of cool. But it's not actually a mechanic of the game. Any more? Yeah, as I say, I don't know what was causing it. It just seemed to randomly start doing it. You see how it's now it's stopped doing it. You know what I mean? And it was fine during all the other chaos that's been going on. You know, with like the fire earlier on the street and everything else. Nothing here seems to make sense. It's just started doing it for some reason. And again, if it was to simulate being knocked out because you're blacking out because of the damage you're taking, I'd like that. It's a good mechanic. Unfortunately, it's not been in the game until now, so it can't be. It can't be that, surely. It's certainly not lag, because the game was doing all my movements perfectly fine. Whatever it was, it's over. It stopped doing it, so let's move on. Let's consider it a closed chapter, and see if we can find what's going on here.
Tracks end here. They must have climbed up this tower.
Yep, so we followed the tracks, now we must start looking and climbing. Let's say, it was a bit thuggish of me to just use a spear and randomly throw at them, a bit old-fashioned tribal, but the thing is, it worked. Sometimes you just gotta go old-fashioned in your approach. Ah, there we go.
I need to find a way up this tower.
Let's try that again. Alright, do you want to get over there? There we go. I could see that before, but she wouldn't just swing over to it, which was really annoying. Well, that's probably...
Dead end. Maybe if I go outside, I can find another way up.
Absolutely you can. Yeah, keep going. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, no. Whoops! I accidentally hit the square button then, thinking there was going to be a platform beneath me. I was wrong. That's one way to own yourself in the middle of a quest, people. You survive battles in chambers that are falling apart with magma all around you, and then you decide to do an Assassin's Creed without the hay bale, and essentially get yourself killed, forgetting that you could have even opened up a parachute and didn't bother.
Close one.
Never mind, we survived. Well, no, we didn't. We didn't survive. That's on me. Just to prove this game's not like Assassin's Creed, you can't jump just 50
Must be yours.
50 floors.
But there's only one way to be sure. I better check for the relic. The relic. And my focus picked up data on it. It's not a beacon, it's a tourist map.
Yep,
of San Francisco.
saw that coming.
If the Quen could read this, they wouldn't need to send scouts out blind. I should tell Alva.
Aloy, I'm here.
Alva, I found some data I think Bohai might be interested in seeing. I'm sending it to you now.
I'll pass it along.
Thanks. I better take this relic back with me. Give it back to Jomar. Along with the bad news.
So that was dead end, was it? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so you say you love the details of the game, Dragon, about the sweating or the getting frosty in the cold. I think that's one of the things that they've been able to harness with the power of the PS5. I don't know what the PS4 version is like, because I've not played it. But I know obviously with the extra horsepower of the PS5, they've got more details they can put into the games. It's nice that they've been able to think of things like that. My only concern is when games developers focus on things like that and not the core gameplay. Like, for example, when Rockstar spent forever talking about coding horses' testicles to swing realistically, when it's not important, the game is. By the way, this isn't me being anti-AAA game, by the way, because if I was, I wouldn't be playing this. It's just me highlighting, you know, where sometimes I think big games go astray and think of stuff that's not important. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's like it's an anime. I don't want anything. Is it an anime? Oh, it's just a random fish. Right, grab it. And there's some loot down here too. I'm gonna eat you, little fishy. Now, if anyone gets that reference, you are very much my friend, by the way. One more time. I'm gonna eat you, little fishy. If you know that reference, then you are officially awesome. And if you don't know it, you're still awesome. It's just that you don't know that reference. Hello, what's up here? Oh, is that a save point on the mainland? Yeah, it is. So it's not going to be underwater. An underwater campfire. There's a concept for you. That's not going to likely work. Might as well get some more of these because I'm low on health at the moment, thanks to all the fights with Sunglehawks and everything, the Glunthawks. If you're saying that the fish are friends, not food, if that's a reference to something avian, I don't know that reference. Sorry to say. You might have out-referenced me on that one. Okay, so we're back on mainland, which is good, and we are on our way very much. Excellent. But before that, I'm just going to very quickly turn off my heater. Back in a second, guys. Ah, it's from Finding Nemo, is it? Right, okay, Avian. Yeah, so that's one of the films I've not watched. I'm not really into my Disney movies, to be honest. I've seen plenty of them, don't get me wrong. One of my friends is an official Disney nerd. And I can understand that, to be fair, but I say, Finding Nemo, not a film I've really seen. Not got any plans to either. And if I'm missing out, then that's my problem. Of course, I'm one of the people who... I'm that guy who, whenever everyone talks about the darkest Disney song, and everyone starts mentioning, like, Hellfire from the Hunchback of Notre Dame and all that lot, I'm the one who goes, you're all wrong. The darkest Disney song is Worthless from the Brave Little Toaster. And if any of you have heard that song, you'll know exactly why.
Ancestor, you've returned. Did you?
I'm sorry.
How did he die?
The tower was a sunwing nest. He went in there looking for cover, but he was holding on to that when I found him.
Horace.
I read the data on it. It had a map that can help your people get the lay of the land without risking more scouts. All of us sharing it with Bohai right now. It's a good thing your brother protected it.
I'd trade all the data in the legacy to have my little brother back. But I'm glad that something meaningful came from his death. As promised, you now have access to my weapon stock. If you bring me the right resources, I can make you anything you see there. Actually, why don't you give this a try? One of our best.
Oh,
and if it's of use, you know where to find more.
Thank you.
A crossbow.
I'm really sorry for your loss.
I know you are. And I'm grateful.
So we've got a new rope caster. The Elite Canister Rope Caster. Nice. So let's have a quick look at it. So in the weapons one, it's down. It'll be down in the rope caster sections down here somewhere. Yep, there we are. There it is, the new one. Has acid, frost, and pulse one. That's amazing. Plasma. That's fantastic. That's a weapon I should be able to upgrade. I've just realised I've only got 2,000 shards now. I had loads of shards before. I must have spent them all buying weapons. And to be fair, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Right, I've got a pouch upgrade. Which one? Which one have I got? The shredder satchel. Well, it allows me to at least carry more shredders for my shredder weapon. I might as well do it. Looking at the other ones, I need I need to go like literally hunting out animal at some point. Like, see, a bolt clip to get more bolts. I need a pelican wishbone, but I've not got one. I need to go and find pelicans and shoot them. Yep, use those against those birds. That'll make it a lot bloody easier. You're not wrong. Right, first of all, can I upgrade it? Yes, I can. What's it going to cost? Stuff I can afford to use. But then I've not got this red wing metal fang to upgrade it anymore. No big deal. And because that one uses frost as well, it's a frost one, so it's their weakness. So it don't not only tie them down, but it also would mean that they have a much more bad time when they're tied down. Which is good. Really good. Mobility and archery. What's it going to cost? Go on, upgrade that. That's fine. Going back to my outfits. So that's the one I've got equipped. I have an empty slot. And why don't I use it? Fire and frost defense increases. That's not bad. Frost and purge water defense increases. Melee defense increases. Considering that's one of her weaknesses, I'm going to equip that one. I think. That one has a spare slot in it. And it's an acid one. In which case... Oh, it's already in use apparently. That's not very helpful. Okay, fair enough. In which case... will increase its acid rounds. Excellent, eh? Make the draw speed faster, that's pretty good. Well, obviously. That was a complete no-brainer. Close range damage will be good. Wait. Ah, it didn't look like it was equipped. I thought, has it not equipped it? Turns out it has.
Weapons, if you so wish, ancestor.
Well, before you do that, let me quickly save my game, because that's the side quest complete. I can now go back to the main quest, Gemini. I think that would be a good way to start ending tonight's stream. Let's see what you've got then. Oh damn, he's got, yeah, they're all very powerful. And what I need to do is I need to sell some junk. That's what I need to do. Right, where's a merchant? There's a cook. Herbalist, your stash. Ah, right, so there isn't one here. That's frustrating. Right. Okay, time to use the campfire to fast travel. Want to go to one of the towns where there is an actual trader. Oh, there's an unknown cauldron over there. Okay, I should do that at some point. And there's a mystery item right in the middle of the unknown abyss there. So there's plenty of things going on, to say the least. Yes, there are places I have yet to complete. Side quest down there too, in the pits. So there's still lots to see and do in this game. Couple of unknowns in this one. Right, do I have a save point in there, a campfire? If not, I will use this one. The best warriors can make their way onto the online leaderboards. No, it's a single player game. I don't want to be on the bleeding leaderboards, thank you very much. I have better things to do.
She's clear to enter.
Yes, she is, because she saved your hides multiple times.
Good day, Outlander.
Chief's champion. You've earned our trust.
Ah, so we're here. And again, there's side quests out here too. Say if I was to do a stream about my side quests, but do a stream series about the side quests, would be here all week, or all year, or all month. Take your pick; they all apply. He's up this way, whoever it is. It's another cook. We're going to have to trade with a random person at this rate, because there's not just general merchants, which is somewhat annoying. Right, fine. We'll talk to you, the hunter. I show plenty of discipline when I kill machines. There we are. Okay, let's start selling some crop. Right, they are literally purely for selling. They're not used for anything. So if I sold them all, I'd make an absolute killing. So instead, I'm going to leave myself with 10. That's what I'm going to do. Yep, selling for shards. Let's make sure I've got 5. Ah, I get it. I've currently got 29 in my inventory. What I want to do is make it so I have 10 in my inventory. That'll do. They can all go. I'll sell those. Right, do you remember when we played Persona 5 Royal and I hadn't been bothering to go to EY's area? Welcome back to those heady days, people. Because it would appear, I think I need that for an. I'm sure that's needed for a weapon. We're about to make a shitload of money. Yeah, I'm keeping those. Upgrading weapons. So quite a lot of this stuff is only for selling for hearts, for shards. Yes, so welcome back to those heady days, people. What was it on that stream? How many million yen did I end up bringing into the fold? Must be something daft like 2.5 million yen, I think it was. Yep, so I've just literally made 10,000 shards. Out of literally nothing. So that's all the money. And as you say, money is good. Money is very good. Right, onward back to the main base. That's where we're going. And I will use this one here. I say it made me laugh when I was halfway through the social link for Justice in the in Persona 3 FES, and the character's like, "Oh, it's 16,000. I can't afford it," and I'm there with like 3.2 million yen, going, "Sucks to be you." Ooh, weird haze effect then, which was kind of distracting. I'll grab a rock, I might as well. You say if Aloy was a rich girl, she'd have all the money in the world. I'm not so sure Aloy had much use of money. Well, unless I can get her a new bow, she doesn't really seem to care. And again, who can blame her? Well, let's engage with people.
It sounds very lonely, if you ask me.
Go on then, let's see how excited she is. Oh, first of all, oh, there is some new stuff in there. Thank you, I'll take all that. Ah, so it's a song. Well, I still won't know it, even if you tell me it's a song. I won't have a clue.
Is from a weapon of mass destruction, or a game. Great. Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay, how about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
Right, so let's get comfortable, people. There's quite a lot to discuss here.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover. With this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually let us study.
Well, the overseer's got fuck all to do with it. You're in my base, it's my house, my rules. So if you want to fucking study it, you study it. And if you find anything useful, you share it. The moment I catch you hiding out on me, though, your head's going on a spike.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the Diviners haven't recovered.
I'll do that one after the companions one.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you.
Beta.
Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are. I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, Diviners can only share data with the permission from the Overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
It's as I say, it's like you've got a responsibility to safeguard data and use it appropriately, but at the same time, when it comes to general learning, hiding it and restricting it is the most silly thing you can do as a society. It's why whenever you hear of cultures where certain types of people aren't allowed to study or do certain things, it feels so backwards. And of course, the Western world was no different. The Crusades, the Dark Ages. Yeah, we helped sow the seed of that ignorance, people. I'm going all philosophical now. Next you'll have me quoting Descartes. I think, therefore I am.
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy. And many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire. Like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why Diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to Diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
Yeah, so the whole point there about, like censoring the things and making stories go away, very similar, of course, to anyone who's read 1984, the classic George Orwell novel, or even this, wasn't there a film years ago about firefighters who burned books? I can't remember what the hell it was. It might have been just called Fahrenheit. The same kind of thing, where basically, if it's seen as heretical, it must be destroyed. Allegedly, keyword allegedly here, the Vatican has in their vault the Gospel according to Judas Iscariot. I bet that'll be very interesting reading to anyone who's only seen the works of Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. If you're so theologically aligned.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named CO, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Faro, the Renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
So then, what did the expedition entail?
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse, but nothing improved the CO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door, and more convinced that the title of CO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CO became was a complete perversion of what principal diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
Yeah, so the old typical story of power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And it seems that having access to your own personal hit squad for those who dissent or show any kind of disagreement with you gives you the option to put things forward. I remember years ago there was an ancient anime called Legend of the Four Kings, and there was one character in it who basically riled against this like evil character, saying all you care about is power. And the evil character said something that was surprisingly quite chilling despite being an early 90s anime, and it was, only when you sent a man to the gallows without letting him say anything will you understand why I love power. That phrase has always stuck with me. There's something about it that just makes you go, ooh. Chills. Literal chills.
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CO?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right. The ancestors, is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners. Peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
It sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that. I need to get going, but if you need anything...
All I need is to help you succeed in your mission. The plan Gaia told me about, to capture Hephaestus, it will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
So, I wanted to hear what Alva had to say now that she's here in the base. And what we're going to do here is we're going to wrap it up for tonight. And we're going to come back to this middle of next week. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do my next stream on Monday evening at 8 PM GMT. And I'm going to descend into hell one more time. I'm going to pick up the Devil May Cry stream. That's what I'm going to do as my next one. That's going to be on Monday evening. We're going to try and slay more demons and get through what appears to be an absolute rock-hard game. We're going to pick Horizon up next week. I'm hoping to have some kind of schedule on the channel for the coming streams. You'll be able to keep an eye on that so we can juggle the games, including the new title we're going to start either next week or the week after. And then from there, we'll keep ourselves going for the rest of the coming months. And then when we next play this game, we'll find out exactly what happens now that we have the extra core support for Gaia. And will we be able to get our access to Hephaestus? But until then, we're going to cry some more on Monday evening. Thank you all very, very much for watching. And good night. And breathe.